Yes, people, we are back live and direct in the flesh. Got the lucky D-rag on. The season's drawing closer, man. We're almost there. Can Ollie lift some silverware? Is it 21 in 22 Champions League? I don't know about all that, but listen, I'm back with the bros, and I've got a very special guest. Obviously, I'm going to introduce them. But before we get into that, make sure you smash the like button and subscribe if you're new. Yeah, we actually got a new intro. I don't know if seen it. I don't know if the guys have seen it, but yeah, man, we're gonna get straight into this. So yeah, smash the like button, subscribe if you're new, and let's get into it, man. All right, boom. Hope you like that. Quick intro. Obviously, let me introduce you to the guest. Obviously, you know the panel. First up, what does he call himself? The analyst. The analyst is in the building. Mr. Ollie in himself. Mr. Jax. Financial. What are you telling me? What are you telling me, bro? Oh wait, you're mute. You're gone.
Let's
Yeah,
go,
you're back.
let's go. Let's go. Mr. Jackson in the building, aka the football analyst. I'm here.
Yes.
Ollie in.
Listen, we're gonna get into all of that next. This is like the Royal Rumble. 3, 2, 1. We have Mr. Negative, my broski, Mr. Ricky Mills in the building. What are you telling me, my guy?
You're telling me, guys, man, it's good to be back. Looking forward to the new season and all that.
Come on.
Hey, what kind of fake positivity is this?
I've always enjoyed the
We're back.
fam.
And I've got a very, very special guest, Mr. Pros Only TV. His link is in the description, guys. So make sure you subscribe. Link in the description below. Mr. Pros Only, Roland, what are you telling me, my guy?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Thanks for having me on the channel. Of course, you know I love the stuff you lot are doing, and so let's keep it going.
Yes, man. Another GH Mafia in the building.
Come
obviously,
on,
Rick, you're kind of outnumbered, but obviously you're Ghanaian by default. Anyway, we're back, guys. My United season preview 21-22. Let me start with, obviously we got a special guest. I'm going to start with you. Obviously, you ain't been on the channel before. What is your generic thoughts on Ollie, first of all? And then obviously going into the season, how you feeling, man?
all right. So Ollie, I'm not in this whole Ollie in, Ollie out business, man. It's just I wanted him to do well, and like I feel like I can see what he's trying to do, but I don't think he's gonna be the guy to complete it. I feel like he's done what he can do so far, and then somebody else is gonna come in and finish the job, I think. And then in terms of the season, I got two. I'm like in two minds in it. I'm like, there's the reality and there's the expectation. The expectation is we should be trying to win the league, and a trophy has to get bagged.
Yeah.
But the reality is, you know, you got City and Liverpool and Chelsea and those clubs in it. They're back, so or they're gonna be back. Fans are back, so it's a bit different, isn't it? And I feel like we'll probably end up second again, depending on what happens with those teams. But let's see.
Yeah, we'll get into the prediction of where we're going to finish. Jax, Mr. Positive. Obviously, last year it was a second place finish, no trophies once again. Obviously, we made a couple signings. Obviously, we'll get into that in more detail later. But how are you feeling going into the season, man? We're what 2-3 days away. Do you think we're ready? Are we prepared to attack the season, or is it just more of the same for you?
Time will tell. I think, you know, just to reiterate where my views are for Manchester United over the past few seasons since Ole's joined, I think we've been a progressive team. I don't think the speed of which we've progressed has been amazing, but it has been a forward movement. And so for that reason, that's why I've always been kind of Ollie here, trying to be positive and that kind of stuff. Even though last season, I believe, not winning the trophy did leave a bit of a bitter taste in my mouth. So going into this season, there's no excuses. There has to be a trophy this season. But quite similar to what Pros only said.
Roland,
yeah, Pros only, Roland, either one. I'm interested to see how we fare against the likes of Chelsea, who look like they are obviously, potential contenders now they've bought Lukaku. City are always City, and Liverpool will probably do better than they did last season. So we'll see. But yeah, I'm optimistic, but only time will tell.
Cool. Royal Rumble, we always have a special guest that just comes in. You got the Kevin Nashes, DX will show up. You got the coach himself, Mr. Kojo Freeman has entered the match. Entrance, my guy. What you telling you? Welcome to the stream. How you doing, man?
I'm good, bro. Thanks for having me, man. How you man doing?
Yeah,
I'm good, man.
GH Mafia, we're here, We're here. But yeah, Rick, coming to you, man. Obviously, we've talked over the past few weeks. You're opposite to me. Well, I see as a new season. I'm looking forward to it, but you're specific.
I'm just not happy when United is not winning. That's the thing about me. But I think we're all on the same page. As Roland said and what Jack says, today, like this season, we need a trophy. We definitely need a trophy, man. So that's the biggest thing, and that's the bare minimum. I do feel as though like the limiting factor of our team, our squad is just our manager. That's my only issue, really. But other than that, I'm happy. I'm really happy with the signings. Varane, Jadon Sancho were much stronger. We just need a DM, really. I don't know if we're going to get that player, but we really need. I don't want to see Fred and McTominay again, but I might have to.
Yeah, midfield, obviously, you heard that the dynamic duo, they are still here. We haven't shipped out any players. Listen, the season's here, man. Like, there's no. Obviously, we had the Euros. It was fun. It's coming home. Well, it didn't come home. Now we're back to business. How are you feeling, Coach John? Because, like, I know people are seeing the Lukaku stuff and the Kane and Grealish, but come on, man! Like, I'm positive. Like, I'm excited that football's actually back. Like, and I'm eager to see how we can improve. So, Kojo, what are you telling me, my guy?
I'm excited that football's back.
Yeah,
that's where my excitement stops. Yeah. No,
but why though?
No, because we've made two good signings, but you know how it goes, man. Certain man are not trusted, and it's not even just the manager. There's two names that Ricky said earlier as well. I still see them being a vital cog in the system, and that's what scares me a little bit. We ain't made any signing. The noise has gone down on Goretzka, has gone down on Saul, or whoever else we've been linked with. I didn't really believe we're going to get any of them anyway, but it's gone down. So what it's looking like is, if he wants to play 4-3-3, it's either those two or it's Matic. I'd rather see Matic just because I trust him more, and that's a scary thing for me to say.
Yeah, very
but it's facts. Bro, I told you. I think was it you that I told that I'd rather even see James Garner at this point. I don't want to see the other two anymore. I don't want to see them. Point blank, period. I don't even call them their names anymore. I call them the Scottish geezer and the Brazilian lad. No more names. No more names are mentioned here, bro. So, no, I'm excited for the season, though. I think United will improve. But when I say improve, I'm talking about maybe winning a trophy, not winning the league. I'm not confident that improvement going from second to first. If it is, fantastic, but I don't believe it's going to happen.
Yeah, I know people keep saying the echo. Yeah, cool. Yeah, everyone keeps saying the DM, and I totally get that, but like we made two signings. Like, it's not people like brushing it off, but these are two great signings. Like, we got
Jerry, but
wait. We got Champions League Varane, yeah. Yeah, we got Varane, and then we got Jadon Sancho. Like, people are just like, yeah, we got them two, but the DM, obviously the DM
They're huge.
Bro, we've got two great signings. Like,
maybe you're forgetting, like, Chelsea just signed Lukaku. Man City's got Grealish.
Listen, forget
and maybe Kane coming too, bro. So that's what's simmering everything down, bro.
Yeah, but like, from our point of view, from United's point of view, I'm trying to look at the positives and obviously the negatives. We can get to that. But them two signings, how do you think they're gonna take our team to the next level? Obviously, you finishing second. Do you think they alone could mount a title challenge, or what are you saying, man?
I think like those two signings, like you said, they're huge. And me, I'm in the mind of like with the squad we actually have, they're good enough to actually challenge for the league. In my opinion, it's just how do you fit the players that you need to win those games? Like last season, we dropped some really silly points. If you remember the West Brom away, Lindelof was getting packed in by I don't even know who that striker was.
That black guy, the big guy. Yeah,
and it's like I don't expect to see that next season. Do you know what I mean? I don't want us to be dropping those points in those silly games where if we had won those games, we would have been a lot closer to City. We'd have been challenging for a little bit longer. So it's like those are the little things they need to iron out. But of course, what Kojo said with the whole McFred thing, yeah, we can't see it again this season. We can't.
Don't call them McFred. Listen. You give nicknames to people you have affection for. Do you feel affection for these two? Do you like them?
But we slammed them together. It's McFred. So like that's what it is. Like,
slam them apart. It's now 21, 22. Slam them apart, bro. New beginnings. I'm begging you, please.
But I mean, those two signings there. Let's not brush it aside. They're big signings. Like it still shows what we can do in the transfer market. We can attract those type of players. And obviously because it's happened so early on the window, and we've seen Chelsea and City make their moves, and it's kind of dampened things. But I don't think we need a DM really. We've got enough. I think we've got enough. Like not every manager is going to get their 100% target. So
yeah,
this is what it is.
Yeah, Rick, obviously Jacks are going to come in, but Rick, obviously you want to rebuttal that with obviously our rivals doing their thing. I think Lukaku just landed in London not so long ago. It's a big signing, but we got a striker ourselves that I think he can rival, if not better. Like, what are you telling me?
Wait, you're saying what? Martial, not Martial.
No. Don't kill me, fam. Bro, you know what I'm talking about.
Cavani, yeah, big man Cavani.
No, come on,
if he stays fit all season, just like he's 35, no, innit? That's the thing, man. So
yeah,
experience, excellent off the ball movement. Got Jadon Sancho there as well. Exactly. Yeah, quality. I think we could do something. It's just about making sure he's fit, player management. Remember, Oli doesn't like to rotate too much. This is the problem, innit? So hopefully this season we got a better squad. He will use Maguire doesn't play every single game. Bruno doesn't have to play every single game. I'm hearing that we want to get Lingard out, but I think Lingard's the best deputy for Bruno Fernandes. So maybe it's a blessing in disguise.
Not Van der Beek.
No, as I said, like in terms of like similarities of players, Jesse Lingard's more similar to Bruno in terms of movement, athleticism than Donny. Donny's a very different player. I think he's more likened to Mata, to compare him to someone in our squad. So I think maybe us keeping Jesse is a blessing in disguise, guys, for Oli.
Sorry to cut you. Royal Rumble, a new entrant has entered the match. Speaking of Jesse, here he is. I don't know where you are, fam.
Is that
Hey, where are you, bro?
I don't know. Just coming back. Here.
Cool. Quickly, the season, man. Obviously, we've been talking back and forth. Oli this, Oli that. What are you saying? Are we winning the league this season?
No, we are not winning the league. Without no DM, we ain't winning the league, bro. I'll be so real.
He's back. Yeah.
Did you hear what I said?
Yeah.
We can hear you, bro.
We're not winning the league. There we go. So listen, he's been eliminated.
The guy who's going to register back out.
Yeah. Them quick ones, yeah. But yeah, man, listen, let's get straight into it, man. Obviously, predictions, expectations, they're kind of different, but Jack's going to start with you, man.
Yeah. I wanted to say something to piggyback of the DM stuff. I think there's a tiny little part of me that still thinks Fred could show us something. There's a
But where though? Like what in defensive midfield?
I don't know. I feel like we haven't seen him play confidently the way he's been playing for. What did he come from?
Shakhtar Donetsk.
Shakhtar Donetsk.
Yeah, like, he seems a bit uncomfortable.
Now, Fred is
Did
disappointed.
you see him in the Copa America? You know when he was playing next to Fabinho, and then at halftime they hooked him off.
I didn't watch the Copa America.
I was watching it, and I was like, "This is the player that everybody is bigging up. Let's finish it now, please."
To be fair, I don't big him out. I think I've always claimed that the DM is a huge position, and I want a DM that can play football. And I think Matic is the best DM that we have. And so I do think without having a DM like him, like a Fabinho or a Fernandinho in their primes, we might struggle. But I did want to say if Varane and Sancho can have an impact, the same kind of impact that Bruno had for Man United, do you know what I mean, in terms of the impact on the team, I think we're definitely entitled to challenge this. Yeah, I definitely think so. Even if we don't get a DM. Even if we
I
don't
know what Jack said, yeah, in terms of Matic being our best DM. Matic is the only actual defensive midfielder. Yeah. And with regards to Varane, because we'll be playing a lot higher, there'll be less onus on them to maybe sit deep and protect the centre backs. Maybe they'll be going forward more impressing to Scott and Fred.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I think, because then we can maybe not allow teams to play out from the back or anything like that. We can just push up and have teams camped in their own half. So
yeah,
hopefully.
All right. I think sorry. I was going to say something. I can't remember now.
Cool. Let's just move on. Listen, are we winning the league? Yes or no, Jax? Where are we finishing next year?
No idea. I have no idea.
No, this is it. We're making predictions. So when we look back at this, we'll see who was closest and where we finishing this season.
Yeah. 100%.
Jesse, I can't your connection even.
I think we finished probably second again. Probably second again.
Why? What's your thought process?
I don't really have one because the thing about me, I can't make predictions without seeing anything. I would need to see how the first few games go.
No, but we made it last time. Remember, I got it spot on, and you lot didn't. So
yeah, you was vibes in, and you got it spot on. You wasn't even confident what you're saying.
I said United second. You guys were laughing.
Yeah, you wasn't even confident on what you said off air. So
off air, there's no proof.
I don't know. Let me have a think. You come back to me later. All
right, Rick. Where we finishing the season, man?
Okay, best case scenario second.
No, not best. Where do you think? Wow.
Worst case fourth, I believe. So I think we're gonna finish third, slap back in the middle of that. So third. My reasoning is Chelsea won the Champions League with Tuchel. Okay, now they've got Lukaku, so they've got goals. That's guaranteed 20 goals a season up top. Yeah, that's just locked down. And then you've got City, Pep Guardiola. They're going to finish above us. Liverpool, I think that squad cycle is done. To be honest with you, so I think they'll finish fourth, maybe fifth. But yeah, I'm confident that we'll be in the top three. So I think we'll finish third.
Cool. Before I get to you, Kojo, just quick question. Obviously, we've all said win a trophy. Will a League Cup appease you? Yeah, Kojo, yeah. Carabao, that drink.
Worthington Cup.
Yeah, bro. It's a trophy.
Nah, not me. Not me. If it's not FA Cup.
You people are mad. We haven't won a trophy in 4 years.
I'm saying, you can't be picking
it. Take it. Do you know what? Snap your hand out.
Hey, no, listen. You know I'll take it. But brother,
I ain't taking it.
He said happy though, like he said appeases you. Do you want to appease him?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he's gonna appease me. I'll take it. If we win nothing else for the rest of the season, I'll laugh at anyone else that's trophyless. But other than that, appease. Jesus.
That's a strong word.
That's a big word as well, Appease. Appease who?
Try to spell it. Nah. We would do the FA Cup, I would say.
Yeah, I prefer FA Cup. Or if we win both, I'll be happy.
Yeah. Quick comment from Elias. He says personally that Sancho's going to be like Pepe first season. That is an Arsenal fan. Bro, just focus on your mid-table team right there. I don't know what you're talking about, fam. Before I get to you, Kojo, Jesse's saying second. That's his top 4. Obviously, I think we got the Premier League predictions tomorrow. But yeah, where we finishing, Kojo, man?
Yeah, I agree. Second behind Chelsea. We ain't win the league.
Bro, man, we're finishing above City.
What?
Yes.
You guys think we're finishing above City? What's going on?
I think if we finish above City, I think we win the league, but that's just me.
No,
I think
Chelsea win the league.
Chelsea. Okay.
Chelsea win the league.
What? Wait, you think City's going to finish third?
Why do I think they're going to finish third?
Yeah.
I think it's possible.
I mean, they're still a fantastic side. I just think that they're going to have a bit of a down of the season. And I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not gassed by this. I'm not gassed by the Jack Grealish signing. I don't see why he was. Well, if the signing came, my answer would be completely different. But Grealish to me doesn't really.
I do agree with you about Jack Grealish. I don't think he's a £100 million player for the English tax. I think if you're not an English club, and City have a lack of England players, really.
Yeah,
it could be a poster boy for them, and go on to sell sponsorship deals, whatever you have it. But I think they've paid that because they want to build a brand with Jack Grealish. I think that's what they paid 100 million for. So I think it's just to do with the fact that it's Pep Guardiola. It's a league. He tends to do well. He might not win it, but I think they'll get 90 points. So,
I think they'll still win something. I just don't think they'll finish.
I think they'll get near 90 points. I think they'll get close to 90. So 87, 88, that's second at least, bare minimum. So
I hear that.
Yeah, Ro, coming to you, man. Where we finishing? Where do you think?
See, this is a hard one, man, because it's like there's too many variables here, man. Because you're telling me
as it stands, though.
As it stands right now,
yeah,
I say third. I say Chelsea top, City second, and we come third. And is what it is. I mean, you just don't know. The season's unpredictable. There could be, the Liverpool thing where they had the injuries to both centre halves, and then the whole thing fell apart. You don't know what's going to happen at City if they don't buy a striker. Even though they won it last season, I don't think they're going to be able to do the same thing again. And I think Pep usually has this cycle. Usually his teams kind of burn out after 3-4 seasons because it's just so intense, like in terms of the training and how they play. So they could have that burnout this season. So you never know what could happen there. And Chelsea, I don't know, man. It's just Tuchel's come in there and he's done his thing. And now he's got a preseason under his belt. And he's going to bring in, he's got Lukaku. He might bring in Koundé, depending on what happens with Zuma. And then won the Champions League as well. We can't forget that. European champions,
Yeah, but Di Matteo also won the Champions League.
Yeah, but it's different because Di Matteo is nobody.
Don't shoot the messenger.
Di Matteo is actually nobody for real. But Tuchel has history.
Yeah.
Dortmund, PSG, like he has history. He's built up to this to win that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I heard that. Jax, back to you, man. Obviously, progress is you love that word. But obviously, you're not 100% happy with Ollie. What can he do next season for you to? Obviously, you're obviously Ollie in, and but what can he do to fully convince you? Because last year a lot of mistakes were made. I can't lie. The Champions League right now still burns me. The Super Cup coming soon. We should be in the Super Cup. We should be playing Chelsea today, but we're not. So what do you want to see different from Ollie moving towards the new season?
I think my biggest issue with Ollie is his in-game management. I think that's his biggest issue. I think he waits too long to make substitutions. And sometimes the substitutions don't even make sense to me, kind of thing. So I think his in-game management is not great. I don't think it's bad tactically, but I just think his substitution is probably the worst thing. And I want to see how he maximizes the squad this season. That's the main thing. Going back to my predictions, I'm gonna do something.
I didn't even come back to you. Yeah, what
let me do something. Let me say Man United going to win the league this season, innit? Let me just say it. So if it happens, I can say I said it. So my prediction is Man United, Chelsea, City, Liverpool.
Very interesting.
Mainly City. It depends on what striker they buy. I think the lack of striker it'll be huge for a whole season. I don't think they can go through a whole season without a striker and win the league personally. I think even last season, I think the other teams just dulled, especially us. I think if we really took the league by the scruff of the neck, we would have won the league last season. So if Varane and Sancho could have the same impact that Bruno has, then we will win the league.
Love to see it. Obviously, Rick, Ollie, not your biggest fan. We talk about the systems and the style of play, how we defend. Wan-Bissaka in particular. Obviously, I don't want to run on too much about him because you know my thoughts. How would you set up? Like, let's get into if everyone's fit.
Ooh.
If everyone's fit, what is your lineup? Like, how are you setting up the team?
Like Jerry came to the right place. Not gonna lie.
Please don't say long though. Like, I got you. Like, who do you start? Goalkeeper? We don't know. De Gea, Henderson, Wan-Bissaka, Dalloz looks like he's staying. Centre backs.
The whole reason we signed Varane is to play a high line, right? So De Gea can't play in goal.
So you're going Henderson.
We need someone that's going to come off the line.
Yeah.
We need someone that's going to be a massive. If someone gets in behind us with De Gea in goal, De Gea is very good at saving one-on-ones, but it's too frequent. It'll be way too frequent.
He's good at shot stopping. That's what he's good at. That's it.
Yeah.
That's actually it. He's just very good at it.
You want to play an actual high line and squeeze teams, man. You need Dean Henderson inside there, I think. So that's my reason. I actually prefer De Gea as a goalkeeper. I think he's a better goalkeeper. But in terms of playing a high line and sweeping, I think Dean Henderson is better. Back four speaks for itself, doesn't it? It's literally Wan-Bissaka, Varane, Maguire, and Luke Shaw. I'd go for like when the one wing back goes forward, the other one will come and create a back three. So I'd go for midfield. It's hard. I'd go Matic, Pogba, Bruno Fernandes as the midfield three. As I said, I'd make sure that I have one fullback back for cover as we attack. So that should help mitigate any lack of mobility that Matic might pose. In terms of my front three, this is where it gets sticky. Talking about first game or just best team?
No. First team, the whole season going forward.
I think first team, Rashi's on the left, Cavani through the middle, Sancho on the right. I think it's important that Sancho maintains his width for us, man.
Okay, so obviously no absentees, no Martial, no.
And the way I want us to play, I think it'll be better if we play down the right towards Sancho because his creativity is a joke, and then we try to switch it, go from side to side to get down the right, and then obviously when they all shuffle across, we can just quickly shift it to the left.
But Wan-Bissaka's on that side.
Huh?
Wan-Bissaka's on that.
Sancho is there now, isn't it? Sancho
I know, but
leading like.
Like you're cutting. See,
Sancho's going to be needing like defenders to look after him, innit? So.
Yeah, I didn't get that, but yeah, the universe weren't agreeing with you still. You're getting blurry, fam. So I don't know why I'm going for your connection, but Kojo, man, strongest lineup. Obviously, we're in the Cavani camp. Obviously, the man in the group chat, love of Martial. I can't believe it. Like the agenda is strong.
Oh, Martial,
bro. I think it's me and Kojo versus the rest. Oh, bro. But anyway, Kojo, man, what are you telling me? Strongest starting lineup, man.
I still don't know who I trust in goal, man. I'll just say De Gea to be different in terms of goal, but the defense, Wan-Bissaka, Maguire, Varane, Shaw, definitely. Matic, if we're playing 4-3-3, I pray to God that we're playing 4-3-3 because if anything else, I'm going to cry. So I'm going to say Matic, DM, and then, I say Pogba and Bruno still. And then Rashford, Sancho, and Cavani. Martial can get used to being a backup to Rashford. Let Cavani and Greenwood, the actual best finishers in the club, be your strikers, and then let him learn the trade. And if he still can't do it, then please, au revoir. That's it. Is enough. So yeah, that's my team. Same team as Ricky actually.
Yeah. A lot of you are saying Matic. Like obviously, you don't want to mention those two. Obviously, Jax, you got yours.
Do you want to put one of them in there?
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Before I come to you, bro, let me just get Big One's comment. His one is 4-1-4-1. Obviously, you ain't picked a goalkeeper sitting on the fence there, but yeah, Wan-Bissaka, Varane, Maguire, Shaw, Matic, Sancho, Bruno, Van Dijk.
I think you all go for the same. So that's Martial.
Martial and left wing.
Wait,
what's going on?
Yeah,
that's got to be first game of the season, right?
Yeah. Can I say something? The Martial aside, all jokes aside, when Martial is on form, he is a leg man on the left as well.
The problem
He
is
is
when.
a bad boy on the left.
Ricky, good question, Ricky. Good question.
When is he gonna be on form?
But we don't time.
Don't shoot the messenger.
Pre-season, his first touch was
You know what?
non-existent, bro. Pre-season.
Nah, he was out for 5 months though. I'll allow him for that.
Yeah, nah. People was getting onto him about
I
that
heard-
on Saturday.
One thing that all footballers have told me is that the technique doesn't go.
Yeah, I love him.
And also, I think Martial's got a good link up with Paul Pogba. So if you're playing 4-3-3, I don't know if you saw my sheet, but it's 4-3-3 with Pogba still a bit slightly to the left.
Alright, so what's your team?
Him linked up with Martial can really, really work, I think.
What's your team quickly, Jack, before I go to
It's the same as F1's. Henderson doesn't go for me though. And I'm very, very, very close to switching Wan-Bissaka for Dalot. I'm very close. I'm very close to
I
it.
think it's certain games. The thing is, certain games,
Yeah.
you do that. Maybe,
Yeah.
No,
teams in
with
the
that
block.
high line though, I can't trust him defensively. That high line, if you're playing a high line with Dalot there, I can't trust him defensively. He won't get back. But I want the hair in goal. Everybody who's talking about Henderson, please. After what I saw with Salah when he shifted to the left and he scored, when I saw that, I said, "Nah, you're done. You can't."
I heard that. Yeah. My only issue with that is I have seen worse from the hair. I've seen.
But you see, look, let me talk about the hair real quick. Yeah, you know when you're at work, yeah, and you hate like your environment, yeah, but then they offer you some more money, yeah. Would you not stay? I'll stay, just to if I have to. But like, look, you gotta think about it. He was getting pammed. He was getting pammed for 4 years, yeah, and he became our player of the year in each of those years. He wanted a new challenge and he didn't get it. Nobody was willing to offer him the money. So what do you want him to do? Like, he's gonna stay, but he's the best keeper though. It's not Henderson, man. Like,
I think De Gea is a better keeper than Henderson. It's just moving forward and as a team game, is De Gea who you want to be playing in goal when there's a high line?
Yeah, no one plays a high line with a traditional goalkeeper, man. No one.
Because De Gea, I'll tell you about De Gea. I've studied De Gea in detail. Trust me, you call me the football analyst. I've been studying De Gea, and the reason why De Gea is seen as one of the best goalkeepers in the world, and he was, is because he's so great at one thing. And if you're playing a game where that thing is consistently presented to you, for example, teams taking a lot of shots at you, you're always going to look good. And he's so good at just shot stopping. That's it. De Gea hasn't got nothing else in his game but shot stopping kind of thing. And that's why even when you watch goalkeepers like Pickford, who's not a great goalkeeper, but if you look at Pickford's, CV, he's a great shot stopper. And that's how you got to move to Everton, because he was getting peppered all the time. But that's all he's good at.
You picked the wrong example. You picked the wrong example.
he's not the best example though.
I know people don't like him and he makes a lot of mistakes. I'm talking about shot stopping. If you check out Pickford's CV, he is a great shot stopper. People don't want to accept it, but he is. I think so anyway.
He's all right.
Yeah. My team is the same. Martial can sit on the bench, man. He needs that. Like, he needs to come on. Cavani's better than him. Rashford is better than him off the left. Sancho's obviously going to play on the right. So yeah.
You can say
I trust Matic in the middle of midfield.
Yeah, go
Can I
ahead.
put something to you guys? What about putting Sancho on the left?
Let me say my team.
I didn't know.
Okay, let Jerry drop his team then, because I think he's gonna do that.
Because I've been thinking about that. But yeah, go on.
I'm obviously, we don't condone with the COVID and that. Obviously, Henderson get better soon, but I'm kind of glad that De Gea is starting the season, because I want to see if Oli has the bottle to actually choose who's going to be the goalkeeper. Because last year, when they had a baby, it kind of fell into his lap and he was kind of ooming and ahhing, I have two great goalkeepers and blah, blah, blah. This season, De Gea starts, obviously, Henderson got COVID. When Henderson is fit, who's going to play? We don't know. But for me right now, De Gea starting, I'm calm with that. Back four, Wan-Bissaka. Obviously, he's got Sancho in front of him, so obviously, let me not reveal who's on the right, but I'm expecting a lot more, man. Like, I can't see you falling over again. You always break dancing, crossing out, bro. Winger, ex-winger. Anyway, Wan-Bissaka right back, Varane, Maguire, standard, Luke Shaw, best left back in the league. I don't care what anyone says. Now midfield, yeah. I know Jackson, you spoke about earlier. Fred, he has some purple patches that I like, but it's like even Scott. Like I like Scott's mentality.
The problem with Fred and Scott is their passing to find the man between the line.
I was getting to that.
Ricky, you know, sometimes Fred does it though. I don't know if you've seen.
Sometimes, bro, but it's hit and miss. It's like 60% accuracy, bro. It's
But like you've all said, I think Matic, he's the most natural in that position. I trust him more on the ball. He's better than obviously Scott and Fred. So I don't know if we're playing in Liverpool, I don't think I want to see Matic there. But for a majority of the season, yeah, I'll stick with Matic. He's played nearly every preseason game. Next to him, I think I'm putting Pogba back midfield, man. Like the double pivot. I don't think we're gonna play 4-3-3, guys.
No, I'm asking you, what do you want? Not asking how do you think.
I can't.
You want Pogba to go black playing deep? That is,
he actually plays deep though. Right? When people say he doesn't, he plays deep.
He doesn't. He doesn't. He doesn't.
He's still playing deep.
Play deep. Look, do you know what it is? Yeah, just on the starting lineup, he's playing deep. When you watch the games, he's rarely there.
No, but yeah, that's because, like Rick said, because he has Kante. But he actually plays.
He played right mid for France. He basically played right mid for France.
He wasn't playing DM. Right. You know, like when you're doing like City when they're doing the lineup, you've got like David Silva playing on the right wing. He ain't playing right wing. He's playing centre mid, but he just starts in the right wing. It's the same thing as Pogba. Watch France. He was not playing deep ever. He might sometimes go deep.
But for United, he plays deep. He's the deepest midfielder. Whenever you watch the game,
worst thing I've ever seen him.
McTominay is running forward like he's going to score goals. Please.
Yeah, but when we talk about, because sometimes I know there's negatives and positive Pogba playing it, but the range of passing he gets when he's in that position, I'm sorry, he's a dangerous weapon when he's there. Like the balls to
yeah, you can drop deep sometimes. Bruno's drop deep sometimes and dug balls.
You know, when he played for France, I think they played a midfield three in it. So they played Pogba on the right. Yeah, they played
Rabiot
in the middle and Rabiot on the left.
Yeah,
Rabiot did all the deep lying progression. Rabiot.
Yeah, but
even when Rabiot was playing, that other guy came in.
In our team, that'll be Pogba's responsibility.
So
that's the issue. I don't want that.
That's the problem.
I would rather play Pogba number 10 than play.
Sorry, that only belongs to Mr. Bruno Fernandes. I don't care. Even that Bruno slander, it's starting to piss me off now. Like,
what's slander?
You're not on Twitter, bro.
People are saying basically about pens, about the pens are going to be reduced or something like that.
But what do you listen to this? When people speak nonsense, look at them like look at you.
I get it, but even I've said it, just in it. Like, and I've always said like, because of how good he is, I expect better performances. But I'm sorry, how much goals? 18 league goals or something dumb like that. Like this people guy.
But even if you're counting pens, you have to score pens, you know. You have to score them.
John Terry in 2008. How easy is it to score pens, man? So for me, people say, maybe push Pogba 10 and Bruno deep to see if the team plays better.
No.
Bro, the statement. What does he do apart from score goals?
What does that even mean?
What do you play football for?
No, that's I said a doctor. What does he do but save lives? That's you want to do what? Make you tea or something? People just chat rubbish.
Let me finish my team though. All right, Matic. For me, all right, cool. Did you guys say Matic Van der Beek or is it just me?
No one said Van der Beek, bro.
I'm saying Matic Van der Beek. Yeah, I'm telling you, Van der Beek has got a big part to. You can do that.
You're gonna play Van der Beek in a double pivot.
Yeah, Matic Van der Beek.
That's two very unathletic.
No, listen.
Whoa!
Listen, I want to dominate position. I want us to have the ball 90% of the time. So for me,
what do we do?
Matic, Van der Beek, Bruno, Pogba on the left. On the left, yeah, Pogba on the left.
Okay.
Sancho on the right.
Oh, I thought you were about to put Sancho on the left earlier. That's what I was. Okay.
Yeah, I was thinking, but I want to see Pogba and Sancho with Cavani up top. Obviously, Rashford misses out because I This is hard.
This is not.
You try to be different, and then you woke up and
This is hard. Ollie's got a big task.
What's
you know what is a big task?
Wait, Jerry. Bear this in mind, yeah. One of the players you mentioned, has not committed his future to Manchester United.
But Ollie loves him.
Let's not start this, please.
Anyone misses out, Rashi's not missing out because of him. There's no way.
No, but Pogba's gonna play. He's not. He's just because he's got a year left.
I know that Rashford's gonna play.
No, bruv, he's got to play. I'm telling you.
Rashford's gonna play.
I think he's gonna play every game.
I don't think so.
Well, you think Pogba's gonna be on bench?
No, I'm saying if he's competing with Rashi on that left hand side, Rashi's gonna play more than him. Definitely.
Oh yeah, but then that means Pogba will obviously drop back to midfield then, because he.
Yeah, exactly. But I don't think you can drop Rashi for Pogba. I don't think so. Sorry.
Rashford is going to play every game.
Somebody's going to have to get dropped.
There's two players that I know Man United are going to play all the time. It's Rashford and Bruno. Those two are playing every game.
I agree.
But something's got to happen this season, though. There's got to be some rotation. There's got to be some changes because
that's why you got to play Pogba in the midfield free. That's it. Play him at 2 number 10. Why can't we play 2 number 10s? Or midfield free? Why can't we do that?
2-3-8s, isn't it? 2-3-8s, basically.
Yeah, bro. That's where Pogba will shine.
I want Van der Beek, man. I think we're missing a trick with Van der Beek, man. He's a special player. Like,
we could be missing a trick with James.
No.
Which James?
No.
I'm joking.
Now, Jax, you have been eliminated because that who?
I'm saying, like, I mean, they've got 2 attributes that you like. Van der Beek has got 1 great attribute, which is safety, keeping the ball moving and that kind of stuff. And James has got a key attribute in terms of pace. That was my analogy. I don't think obviously James is a great footballer, but you could be missing a trick. Maybe for another team, it can be very, very useful.
All right, cool. Big Run. Oh, sorry, I didn't even see your comments. My man's writing paragraphs. My bad. Big Run says United struggle against low blocks. Playing the high line will not help us. The game is concentrated into the first half with most players. We will struggle to unlock teams. Don't tell me we spent all that money on Sancho and we play him on the left. But listen, Mason on the right, it's not like, why are we forgetting that he's still a valid player?
Yeah, do you know? I have this thing, right, that people haven't clocked, that people could actually be very good on the right, even more than as a striker. I don't know. It's just something that's popped in my mind a few times. That he can actually establish himself the right side forward rather than a centre forward in today's game.
not for me, man.
Not for you. Centre forward.
We need to develop him a bit more into becoming like a back to goal striker, innit? Because I feel like his finishing ability is amazing, but I don't think he's got that yard of pace to get away from somebody like that.
I think he's got a pace, but I think the back to goal thing, can you teach that? I think a lot of those things are, you either have it or you don't.
Depends, innit? It depends, innit?
Everyone said Rashford's a striker, but he could have.
No, I did not. When I saw him, I said he's definitely not a striker. He's a winger. When I saw him play, I said he's got too much pace. He's not a striker.
Because Greenwood, even when people say finishing, what kind of finishing are we talking about? Finishing, having a great shot is not exactly the same as finishing. Does that make sense? I think he's got a great shot. Well, is he a great?
No, he's
He's a finisher.
He's very accurate with his shots. 90% of the time, it's on target.
If there's a chance, that's why I want him striker. Because if a chance falls to him, even a little yard, he's bagging it. Like left, right. Like,
okay, what I mean is, can he also score the Cavani kind of goals?
The movie.
I think that's easy.
Garrick, I didn't hear that.
I said in modern day football, the top scorers are wingers.
That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm saying.
It's system based, right?
I'm not saying players are wingers, and there's different types. I'm talking like an inside forward, like on the right.
I mean like inside forwards, like the Salah role.
That's what I'm looking at. When I look at Greenwood, that's what I see personally. I've not watched him since youth. When I watch him, I see that. I don't see him as a centre forward.
I don't think I've seen Greenwood like cutting and bang it. Like, has he?
Yeah.
He's
done it.
Now tell me when, because like
he just gets a bang.
No. I mean like from the right to cut it.
Yes, Steffi's bang.
That's most of his goals.
He's done it.
You can't say he does 1-2 step over and he smacks it.
I mean the traditional cut
It doesn't
in
have to
and
be
back.
traditional.
No, but
Salah
I
doesn't
just think
do
of one instance when he's done it. I don't think he has that.
Does Salah do that?
Yeah, Salah.
Now, Salah done it a few times.
No, not really. Not like Mahrez.
Mahrez is different. Yeah,
But
Mahrez is like the Robens. You know them man there. That's what they do.
I think Green was more close to like a Salah type of footballer there. I think you can get a couple goals off the right if he plays like that. But you need a striker that drops deep and creates the space for him.
Yeah,
Oh, that sounds like Martial.
That Firmino player there, now we don't want that, man.
I think
Benzema, Lewandowski.
Yeah. Those are centre forwards. CF.
That's killer.
What's to say to you? They
Yeah,
drop
but
off
we need to coach him into that, man. Like he's still raw. Like he's still not at that place
I'm
yet.
saying that he's not one of them. I'm saying he's the one that runs off of them to score the chance.
Oli used to be a striker. You should be teaching him some of these things, man.
But some of the things you can teach, but it has to come natural to you as well to some of these things.
He's got it. He just needs to unlock it. Sometimes you need to unlock things from people.
No, we're not doing that unlocking thing again. No more unlocking.
He's got the lock. He's got time to lock. We need someone who's really going to do it.
Listen, I want to win the league, but obviously we're coming to the end quickly, guys. Player of the season, a few candidates. Rick, you went all. What are you saying? Obviously, you got the obvious, But who do you think will get player of the season this year for United?
This is hard, fam. I think Luke Shaw.
Oh,
I've copped out there. I think Luke Shaw's gonna get it.
I didn't even think about him, because he's when he scored that in the final scenes, bro. Like obviously for England, but I was just so happy for him, and even his crossing is just him and Maguire got a bit of a connection there. Like
I'm not sure Bruno's gonna have as good as a season.
But he did.
But we have better quality in the team as a whole. Does that make sense? So I don't think we'll be as reliant on him because we have Sancho as well. It's going to be very, very creative for us. So, but the names that are coming to me were literally Bruno, Sancho, or Luke Shaw. Those are the three in my mind. So I think he's gonna have an amazing season. I think he's number one on left back now. He takes set pieces now as well, and he's getting forward. He's shooting, underlap, overlap, all of that. So I think he's gonna have an amazing season for us.
Okay, Luke Shaw. Told you. What are you saying, man? Sir Matt Busby, player of the year.
You know what? I'm gonna wish for something. I'm gonna say Sancho. I want him to go nuts. I want him to create for fun. I really feel like if Cavani is starting with his movement, Sancho is going to enjoy feeding him, and he's gonna eat for fun. So not him. I mean him and not the French geezer. So yeah, Sancho, definitely.
Oh mate, Jax, player of the season, man.
I'm going to stick with Bruno. I think the kind of player he is, if man not going to do well, he's always going to do well. I think it's a no-brainer. He's always going to get goals and assists. I think he's like, when I see him, I see what Lampard done for Chelsea. Even when they're not playing great, they always get some sort of output. So, definitely.
Yo, bro, are you going any different, or you're going to go?
I'm going different. I'm going Harry Maguire. I think
that is a shout.
That crossed my mind.
I think that with now the partnership he's going to have with Varane, we're going to really see some quality from him. Like we're thinking about 2008 Rio Vidic. I want that type of season. That's what I want. Because I think it could happen, man. Like Varane is quality. Serious. So that's why I want to see Harry Maguire.
Yeah, for me,
I have some doubts there. Right?
Listen.
I'm not that confident,
No, I rate Maguire, man. Like even him coming back from that injury to star in the Euros for how he did, I was thinking, right, like he didn't miss a beat. He looked calm, like. So that's why even in the group chat, people were like, "Oh, Martial's been out for time." I said, but I need him to score in the first 3 games, because if he doesn't, there's a certain my player of the season ready to to let loose. And for me, Edinson Cavani, like last year, 17 goals. He didn't even really start the season like that. I see him on his Instagram. He's doing his gym work. Listen, he's ready to unleash with the fans back. Fans came back and he scored a chip, a beauty of a chip. Like, come on, man. Like, for me, I'm going Edinson Cavani, man. Like, I think people say Lukaku, Kane, and They're sleeping on Cavani, you know. I'm telling you, people are sleeping on this guy. I think he
can. Cavani is just the age thing. If it was not the age thing,
forget the age. I think he can still bang. I honestly do. Like he's the movement. I was watching his goals today. His United goals. I was thinking, bro, this guy's a striker. Like the movement is crazy. Like
to me personally, he's the best movement I've personally ever watched. I think his movement is crazy. It's
like Colden said, with Sancho there, like he can eat goals. Like, bro, I'm excited for this season. So I'm going Edison Cavani. Do you have any? You're gone.
I was gonna say any honorable mentions. Potential.
I was about to say, do you not have any dark horses? Like
Varane, maybe.
I already said mine, Luke Shaw, so that's my.
He's not really a dark horse like that, though.
I think he is.
No, but as in like someone you haven't mentioned, you know.
Like Fred, Fred could be a star. You know?
Fred will do what?
Jerry, stop.
Listen. He's had, like I said, he's had purple patches where he's been one of our important. He has. Come on, guys. Let's not be serious.
No, I'm with Jerry. You have to give credit when due. He has added value.
Yeah, he has, man. At times.
Even McFred, like the games where
No. Listen, them City games and the where we beat them.
But don't add McTominay to this one though. Like, if you're gonna give the credit, give it to Fred. Don't give it to McTominay, please.
Cool. Listen, even McTominay. Listen, he's got the DNA. That word DNA. He's got it. Like, obviously, we got Leeds on the weekend. He did bag. I think he got 7 goals. Did he not get more than a Frenchman named Anthony? Like,
McTominay. Do you know who I think is going to actually benefit from Sancho's ability to feed? I don't think it'll just be Cavani. I think Bruno's going to benefit a lot. Bruno basically could be like a second striker, I think, next season. And you'd be laughing.
Rick, any last words, man? You're looking a bit tired there. What are you saying?
I'm just a bit worried, about Oli overplaying Bruno.
Nah, surely not this season.
I think he'll do it again. I'm not gonna lie.
If he wants to keep Lingard, I don't think he will, because he's so.
He wants to keep Lingard. He wants to sell him, though. That's the thing. So,
are you sure? I think he wants to keep him. You know.
Because... Well, how do we know if he wants to keep him or sell him? I think Lingard is very.
Until we sell, the club said. I think the club put a statement there. Until we sell, like, is it Lingard or someone else as well?
Lingard, Pereira, and Jones.
Exactly. We can't bring in any DMs. That's what they said.
Still at Man United.
Wait, quick thoughts on Lingard. Would you like sell him or keep him?
I'd keep him.
Yeah. He can be useful. He can be useful, to be fair.
He's actually I think he's a very useful player. Like,
he did a Millie Rock at Emirates. Just as for that alone, I'm keeping him.
Hey, truth be told, we man talking about movement, and he's got good movement as well.
He has really good movement.
Sancho could feed him as well. He could actually enjoy Sancho's playmaking.
Yeah. Right? There's something I've noticed about when Lingard's playing for Man United. He actually injects a lot of urgency and pace when he's playing. Tempo.
And he
presses high as well.
Play number 10. He can play left wing. He can play false 9. I think he can even play 3-8 if he had to. I think he can play pretty much anywhere.
He's useful, man. He's useful. I'll keep him, man. And for the vibes, we like vibes. Vibes FC. Come on,
man. Even like this season, I think the COVID thing is not gone away, you know. Next thing you know, Bruno's out with COVID. I'm thinking, whoa. That's another reason I want to keep like certain players, because we need to have cover, because I don't want to hear Cavani has contracted, he'll be out for, he needs to isolate, and we're thinking Martial's back in my days. Like we need cover in certain positions. So I'm keeping Lingard. He's only got a year left anyway. So even if he like flops, and you can just bounce from the end of the season. But yeah, man, just to wrap up. Listen, 3 days, man. 12:30 kickoff. We'll be facing Leeds. Obviously, we've got the preview. I think we've got the preview on Friday. We're going to get to that in specific terms. Obviously, the starting lineups, and I don't even think the signings are ready to go. But Leeds, 12:30. It's going to be emotional, man. Quickly, what you lot think? How you lot feeling? Quickly.
I'm excited, man. I'm excited. I think I'm excited for the league to start. It's not about United personally, but I do think they'll deal with Leeds. I think United will deal with Leeds nicely. I think United will win that game quite comfortably, actually.
Yeah, Rick, what you say, man? Leeds, Bielsa, it's going to be tough.
They'll be very fit, bro. They'll be fit and energetic. That's the only worry I have about Leeds. I think quality-wise we're better than them, but we don't have if we're not up to match fitness, and we're not up to par in terms of our fitness and sharpness, then it could be a tricky game for us. But other than that, we should be winning that game, really, man. We need to win our first 4 or 5 games to literally be in a chance of a title shot. So,
yeah. Ro, obviously preseason. Quickly, how do you think it went? Do we benefit from it? Because last year they used that as the excuse of why we didn't, start well and whatnot. How do you think it went this time, and are we ready for it?
It was all right, man. I think preseason is just about fitness anyway, man. The results really don't matter. If you're trying to try something new and see what happens, like with the 4-3-3 and all that, I think I saw it in maybe 2 games, maybe over preseason. I mean, I think we should be fine. And for the Leeds game, I think it's going to be a scrappy 1-0 win for United. Like, I think we're going to fight them, like, to try and get that win, because Leeds are not going to come there and play. Like, they look ready, to be honest. So we're going to scrap to that 1-0 win, I think.
Cool. Jack's obviously round it up, man. Ollie's at the wheel. He's actually
Ollie's at the wheel, man. Ollie's at the wheel until the wheel comes off. You know what I'm saying? Like, as long as I see progress, I'm going to keep saying Ollie, and it's like
the wheels already fell off.
Nah, bro. Nah, how can it fall off if you're progressing? We've been moving up the different
that Europa League final. It all fell out.
People were saying we were not even getting to finals, so at least we progressed from semi to final. And now this season, this is.
But we lost.
That one is progression.
You're saying it's not, but by my definition of progression, it is. If you look at a dictionary, it's progress. You go from everyone says you can't go from the center. This is sad, man. I'm not happy. But the progress has to continue. So this season we can't just get to a final. We have to win. So that's what I'm saying. As long as the wheels, as long as it's still moving forward, that's all I care about. I know football and life is about taking steps forward, and I think Man United can do pretty well this season. But I do agree with Ricky. I think the first 5 games we have to win all 5. I say. I think this season will be very tricky if you start losing games here and there and drawing games. I don't want to see draws next season. I'd rather we lose than draw. That's what I'm feeling about next season.
Yeah. Obviously we're back in the Champions League. we didn't even touch on that. What's acceptable for you lot? Like what stage? Obviously the draw ain't been done, but what's acceptable? What's okay? Like, all right, Ollie, you done all right. Kojo, what you say? Obviously, we didn't even get out of the group. Or group is that progress?
You better get out of the group this time round. But if we don't,
say after me. Progress.
I'm gonna say it. Yeah, I'm gonna say it.
No, I think semis. I think quarter semis.
No,
semis is big. I say that's a finals.
Last semis, yeah. I think quarter. But you know, football, guys. Football, like it's hard to say these things. We have to see how it all pans out. Like who we have in our the table, who we play in the first round, who we play in the quarters. All those things matter. Otherwise, we can't really make these predictions. If we get to the quarters and we've got, let's say, I don't know, some dead team, and we don't beat them, you're not going to be annoyed, right? Yeah. But technically, the progress would have happened. So
we played a dead team. Europa League final. You've forgotten.
Yeah, and we didn't win. That was sad. I was really annoyed. Like I was actually
heartbroken.
I was fuming. But in life, I don't know. I'm becoming an old man. I can't have my emotions attached to Man United like that anymore. So all I want to see is progress. I don't want to be heartbroken. I hate heartbreak.
Group stages for the Champions League. Do you sack Ollie?
If we don't get out of group stages, 100%.
They won't sack again.
Yeah, again, 2 years in a row.
Get him out! What's that?
He has to go. I don't care.
Yeah, because guess what? That's when the rules have come off. That's when there's no.
The wheels have already come off.
Progress.
That's when there's no progress. But what if we're top of the league at that time, though?
He stays, but
what do you mean? It would have been like November times.
It's sad.
Yeah. No. When is the group stage? It ends December.
December.
Yeah. If we're top at December.
Wait, weren't we top? When was we top?
We was.
We were top around that time.
Yeah.
That's
but is it worse to sack someone when they're top random times though? Like, it doesn't really make sense, does it?
Right. You sack him at the end of the season after you see what happens with the league.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, that's true.
You don't suck
All
it.
right, cool, man. Let's wrap it up. Obviously, you got the panel, you got Kojo, you got Ro. Obviously, Kojo, plug your channel, quick time.
Yep, Free Midfield podcast on YouTube, Free Midfield on Twitter, Spotify, SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts, even Instagram and now TikTok. So come and find us.
Okay.
Even now TikTok. Come and find us.
Mad. Yes, Ro, plug your channel. Obviously,
yes, Pros Only on YouTube, Pros Only TV on Twitter and Instagram. Thank you very much.
Yes, guys, make sure you subscribe.
What about me? Why can't I plug my stuff?
This is the football channel.
Oh, sorry. Mr. Jack's Financial, if you want to learn how to invest in stocks and shares and grow your wealth, hit Jack's Financial.
Yeah,
Jack's Finance podcast, we talk about finance and personal finance.
Yeah, man. You need to finance the Glazers. We need.
Well, I do own shares in Man United. As you call yourself a Man United fan, you don't own shares in Man United. I'm an owner of Man United. I'm basically Mr. Glazer's cousin.
But yeah, guys, listen. Tomorrow we got the Premier League prediction show. Make sure you tune in for that. And on Friday, obviously, the first preview of the season. Leeds. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be fire. Make sure you subscribe. Smash the like button. And yeah, man. Let's hope we win some silverware. We're out of here. Peace.